Oshi no Ko is the exact kind of anime I hate. It's obviously just some stupid anime with appealing characters that are made to be lusted over by only the most basement-dwelling people of society. The type that will ignore the main character being 16 years old. It's obviously just a show trying to grab a quick buck with a mediocre story and mid-animation. I got way more important things to do.
Meanwhile,
oh my god, how has this happened? I'm really gonna be watching this, huh? Let me restart here. 90% of Oshi no Ko is the exact kind of anime I hate. Let me explain. Oshi no Ko begins in a hospital, where we meet our main character. His name is Goro, and he's a doctor at the hospital. He is also an adult. Just keep that in the back of your mind. He is quickly revealed to be a big fan of the idol known as Ai, a 16-year-old girl who manages to become an icon. And when I say big fan, I mean big fan. I'm talking like get a restraining order on this guy before something bad happens type of fan. His reasoning for obsessing over this 16-year-old girl? A 12-year-old patient of his named Serena, who he is on record saying that he wants to marry, by the way, back when she was in his care, would talk all the time about Ai, and thus he became a fan in her place as she died shortly after coming to the hospital. I get that it's supposed to be cute and it's supposed to be like a sweet thing that he's carrying on being a fan after she dies, but it's just kind of really creepy, and this is a theme that kind of carries on with the whole show, and we'll see that in a little bit here. Despite clearly being the type who shouldn't be around kids, Goro is assigned to a new patient who is 16 years old. Goro thinks she's a normal patient due to her incredible disguise of a ball cap, but that's when he realizes, oh my god, it's Ai. Who could have seen this coming? This is so crazy. It's like the plot's getting set in motion or something. I don't know, man. Goro is stunned that such a high-profile person would come to such an out-of-the-way hospital, but she tells him that it's because she can't let anyone know that she's pregnant, because the world of idols is all about lies, and this may be one of the largest lies that she will have to keep. And this is a great introduction to the main theme of the show. The show asks what lies really are, and how they can affect people both positively and negatively. I really do like this. I think it's smart how they use the world of idols to get this point across. But anyway, back to the shitty parts of the show that I really hate. Despite realizing that it is Ai, Goro manages to stay relatively professional with her. Incredible. Wow. Crazy. And he promises to deliver her twins safely. Finally, the day comes, and as Goro is heading to the hospital to deliver the kids, he meets a nice, friendly, hooded man walking around at midnight who seems to be stalking Ai. He follows the stalker and ends up hitting the ground a little too hard, and he's dead. Yep, it's over. That's it. Wrap it up. Thank God he's gone. Probably the world is better for it. Psych, he gets reincarnated. Don't you love that? Isn't that unique? Don't you think that's cool? Don't you like that? You like that. He wakes up in a hospital, and as he looks up, he sees Ai. He got reincarnated as her son. Why? I don't know. Why not? Who cares? There's also someone else there, his twin sister, who is later revealed to not only be also a reincarnated person, but it's Serena? Like the girl that he took care of all those years ago? Now, I know it's all make-believe bullshit, but like, how? I guess it makes sense since Goro had just died and then instantly reincarnated, but where was Serena? Like, was she in a waiting room in heaven just like waiting for the plot to start? Just chilling out with Jesus or something? All that aside, Goro has yet to find out she's Serena, and I can only assume it's revealed later. It is now that I turned off my brain as I was subjected to 40 minutes of the shittiest slice of life that I've ever seen. It's such a shame too, because in between these moments of really boring slice of life, there is some really interesting development for Ai. We learn more about her relationship with lies. She sees lies as almost a beautiful thing, a tool to make the most impossible things come true. She's never been able to love being abandoned as a young child, so she fakes it, and that's why she's been so successful in the world of idols. But then it cuts back to the slice of life stuff, where the only interesting thing that happens is that the babies learn that they can talk, and as such, they gaslight their babysitter into thinking they're messengers of God or something. Other than that, The only notable thing is that it's kind of weird that a grown man has to act like a baby. And trust me, it is really creepy, like really creepy. There's this one part where they literally talk about the morality of breastfeeding with their 16-year-old mother when he's like an adult. It's just gross and weird and puts a really bad taste in my mouth, and when it's not being creepy and weird, it's just really annoying. All the cutesy, stupid ass anime speak that makes me want to commit seppuku in the honor of my family, it's all here. It's the worst of all anime concentrated in one place, and that would be fine if it was all like this. But no, since there's good stuff in here, I can't just write it off, which is awful. How could they? After this torturous cycle of slice of life mixed with genuine good story concludes, we are treated to what I think is the absolute best part of the first episode, and pretty much the reason why I made this video. Ai, who had been gaining popularity while maintaining her family life, has a huge show lined up. While preparing for the show, she hears a knocking at the door. She answers. Big mistake. She is met with a hooded figure, the same one who killed Goro. He stands there in the doorway, congratulating her on the big show. It is then that he stabs her directly in the stomach. The hooded man had found out about Ai's kids and was now here to take revenge. Revenge for her abandoning her fans by giving her love elsewhere. Real incel behavior, I'm not gonna lie bro, get a hobby or something please. She sits there on the floor, slowly bleeding out. She's not mad or upset, she's sorry. She's sorry for the lies. She wishes she really could have loved her fans. She wishes she could have loved at all. But that's when she turns to her kids, both watching as she dies. In her dying breath, she's finally able to say it, to really mean it. She loves them. This performance is genuinely kind of insane. Maybe I'm just quick to get emotional, but despite hating what I had been watching for the past 40 minutes, this moment hit really hard. It's just incredibly well done. It's framed perfectly, the music works perfectly, and it made me feel a bit bad, like damn bro, you want me to call someone or something? Not only this, but it works as a really good twist that I really did not see coming, but one that makes so much sense with regards to the themes of the show. It's a scene that both shows the ultimately worst thing that could happen from lying, but also on the flip side, how lying helped Ai finally actually love something. It's after this event that we really get to see what the show is about though. Earlier in the episode, Ai had started talking to the father of her kids once again, talking about maybe having him meet the kids one day. Presumably, she told him the address of her new home, and that's why it's so odd that a random fan was able to find her so quickly after she moved into a new home. Unless he was fed information. And so Goro, in his reincarnated form, decides to go and look for his father to bring him to justice for Ai's death. It's a revenge plot, baby. Get that isekai reincarnation shit out of here. Honestly, if played right, I could see this being so interesting. A revenge plot that explores the exploitative nature of idol culture and just celebrity culture as a whole has so much potential and would help set it apart from other revenge plots. Does it deserve to be top of my anime list? That's yet to be seen. Probably not. There's a lot of competition out there. But best anime of the season, now that's a little more reasonable, even though there's some stiff competition this season. But if they want to have a shot at this, the show has to strip away all of the other things that just don't work. I am begging you, please. I don't want to see man-child behavior anymore. But actually, good news in this regard. The first episode ends with the kids being much older, so I have some hope that the creepy stuff is over. Please don't make me regret hoping. Please. Come on, man. I have trust issues as is. This can't be made worse, please. Also, side note, the animation in this show is just casually insane. Anyway, the point of this video is, if you have an hour and a half to waste and you can survive a bit of brain rot, then try this anime. Who knows? This might just keep being absolute fire from here on out.